Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Adventures in Arcane Space. Once again, I'm your Dungeon Master, All Dragon, and the players are...
Sorry, I forgot I was first. My my name's David Big Mac Shepherd. I play Braxon Miacc, or at least I do for the first few minutes. He's a human fighter from an asteroid near Brow, and might be going on to the afterlife soon.
Got a backup character ready?
Daikami?
Hi everyone, I'm Dakami-sama and I play Solas Ebha, who is Half-Elven Cleric Mage of Ockar. I forgot that the Cape Sword is not here.
Yeah, he's not feeling well today. He's in chat watching, though.
I am Diamond Worm, and I play Lankas Skipzaggle, who is a Illusionist, Mage, Thief, Tinker Gnome from Kryn.
I'm James. I play Ockar, human Paladin from Brawl.
Hello, everyone. I'm Zalen Motor. I play Finnel'ar Mohani, a druid from Grayspace.
Hey there, I'm Zakhan. I play Lafdul Moonglade, Elven Specialty Priest and Thief multiclass from Realm Space. His gimmick is coming out with fun titles every week, and today's title is no doubt a mouthful for me. His current title is the Anomalist Astrologist Anomalosity amongst anomaly asteroids. I was really struggling with this one. I'll type it. It's in there. It's better when it flows off. This one didn't flow very well because I held up on one word.
Anonymous Astrologist Animosity Amongst Anomaly Asteroids.
Yeah.
Easy.
Well, it's only because you're used to, I don't know.
I do
Better
have a
reading than me.
slight bit of experience speaking, yes.
Yeah.
So, for viewers who wish to give a player or dungeon master of their choice a little bit of a boon in the game, 500 bits will get them a reroll. Currently, Braxon has 2, Finn has 3, Ockar has 0, Lafdul has 0, Darrakar has 1, Solas has 0, Lankas has 1, I, the dungeon master, have a measly 10. So
if
we
you guys
left...
want to see me survive the situation, I could really use them.
So we left off last time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring you guys over to the Battle Dolphin map, just for simplicity's sake. I don't have a token for this thing because it's a giant asteroid. But the party was closing in on approaching the port of Ceres in the Grinder, and they encountered a lushly covered asteroid with what appeared to be some shipwreckage on it. And Ockar said, let's pass it by, it's probably a trap. Everyone else was like, let's check it out anyway.
The hallmarks of a traps.
Let's check it out anyway.
We were gold into the failing divination.
And Ockar got bitten by
I tested. I'm like, right, I'm going to fire weapons at it in case it's.
I know where the mistake was. We sent Ockar and Braxon to test the trap when we should have sent our expert Lafdul.
Oh, right.
I don't think I regenerate from that.
And our other expert, Lankas.
Yeah, I'm technically a thief now, so...
Technically a thief now. Were you not a thief before?
Weren't you always
I'm a
a
thief.
thief?
I mean, I'm a thief in mechanical class. My character would not identify as a thief.
Correct.
He would identify as an investigator. Or a former investigator.
To him, thief is synonymous with kinder.
Yeah,
no, those are handlers. Those are handlers.
Yeah.
So, I
think
we actually left off just as you don't need to move your tokens around. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm assuming that you're all on deck, with the exception, of course, Braxon, and Ockar and Bjolmolf, who are on the asteroid, and it did lurch towards your ship. Just as it was biting Ockar. So let's see if it actually manages to hit the ship. What is the ship's armor rating?
Oh, hang on. Armor rating of the ship is 5.
Okay. So it does slam against the underside of your ship for 10 hull points of damage.
Boo.
And
Do
then
I make
it
a-
forms a pair of mouths there to bite. And thank you very much for those bits for Lafdul's title, Anghammarand.
So we're closer to the
Uh,
ship.
Thank you for the sponsor again.
All right, and it does manage to bite the ship twice.
So technically, we're closer to the ship now than we were before.
I
The
mean,
murderoid?
yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's on the murderoid. We're
Oh,
technically closer.
yeah, you're right. You're on the murderoid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. So you're closer to the ship, yes.
Well, considering it's now biting our ship, we're not going to disengage somehow.
All right,
Actually, is it
so
letting
it
go,
deals
or
an
is it-
additional 3 hull points of damage from those bites.
So 13 in total.
Yes. All right, now, actually, I should have gotten the turn order
Ho
up.
hum.
Oh, I'm tempted to release the lightning bolt in its mouth.
Go for it, please.
Need to remember to
I
kill
kill
these
it.
Lightning
things.
bolt can damage
Kill-
it.
Kill it with
Yeah,
fire.
That's being presumptive that we can even damage this thing.
Oh,
You can
yeah,
damage it.
You can damage it.
Yeah, wow.
Don't forget,
Yeah.
you're the captain as well. You're deciding what the ship does.
Oh, lovely.
It's not like it's not like murderoids are invulnerable. They can
I'll
be killed.
try something I've got in the back of my mind. I
Okay.
was going to suggest a course of action, but it kind of rammed us, not changed that.
Actually, real fast, I'm gonna get your the token for
Mm-hmm.
the ship out here.
I'm not sure how to roll and get myself on the turn order.
You.
Oh no, I do have a
token.
token.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you got a token.
Sorry.
But if you want crew to attack with the weapons, you can use the ship token that's right here.
Hmm.
At the moment, just get everyone firing.
I'm not even sure what I can do here.
Make a. You're a powerful illusionist, right? Yeah, you can just make it look like a mate's just suddenly appeared. You know, it might get distracted if it's primitive.
What's funny is that was something I thought of. However, I don't think I can make an area that big.
I will say
can have one
also, yeah. So number one, this thing is about it's multiple times the size of your ship. I think about 3 to 4 times the size of your ship. Number one. Number two, it is very apparent now that all of that lush plant life was an illusion.
Yeah, and that
I mean,
wasn't totally obvious.
Lankas, you could try to trick it with your illusions that there's something on its surface.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I have a question.
Mhm.
Does this thing class as a creature?
It depends on what you're trying to cast.
A thing that affects creatures.
Yes.
what do I want to roll if I want to try to mount up onto Behemoth?
So it didn't latch on to you. Basically, like this mouth formed, and you threw yourself down and tried to like roll, taking a lot, really, really heavily bruising yourself, scraping yourself against the jagged rocks and everything like that. So it didn't latch onto you. So
how much stance did I take again? Because my token on this sheet didn't update its HP like my other one did.
37. I don't
Okay.
know why it didn't update then.
I'll just mark myself as 18 HP.
So I'm just looking up one of these spells. I got one of two
Yeah.
things I can try.
There we go.
All right, real fast. But so Ockar, if you want to get mount on Beowulf and like fly off, then it's 3. That's your movement.
Okay.
I'm showing no damage as well. Was that
I don't think you took any.
okay? Fair enough.
Yeah.
You just fell
No,
down.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to hope this works. I assume that we're all on deck and stuff. I guess
Yeah.
I might say something during my turn.
And you're in command.
I'm gonna.
So
Supposedly.
You are.
I know, but well, you've now rejoined the ship technically.
Not yet.
Just gonna
Not
do
really.
this because I'm gonna do one of two things, and they both have the same initiative. So
You've got loads of archers and stuff.
Yeah.
You
of
could
course
be-
I'm gonna go first.
But hurry up and decide.
Yeah, I've decided. Did my thing not roll up? 5, yeah. I assume I can
Anyone-
see this thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's
Alright.
like
It-
3 to
it-
4
it
times
creates
the size of your ship.
Ingrid's gonna like try to protect crew and stuff. I'm not rolling for her initiative.
Okay.
See if
I
can-
am reading a scroll.
Okay. All right. Everyone rolled.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Actually, here's an important question: how far away is it from our ship?
Now it's not very far because it did just ram your ship and is chomping on the underside of the hull.
Got it.
All right, Lankas, your turn.
Okay. So, I'm going to cast Improve Phantasmal Force
Okay.
and make it feel like there's another person walking on its surface.
Okay.
I assume that's what I can do with because it says I can create a force. So I
Yeah.
assume that applies in that
Yeah.
kind of sense. So
A distraction.
So you're trying to. Is there a specific person, or is it just like a random human, just kind of creating a human or something like
I'm
that?
gonna do like a larger someone who might be a little bit bigger and more appetizing to the murderoid than our other two friends. Not that I so
Like an
I
ogre?
don't know. Yeah, that.
Okay.
That
Space
works.
hamster? Or would that be a crime for you?
Space hamsters are
Probably.
adorable, but it is just an illusion.
It is. So that is what I am doing.
So an ogre.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you call out the words of your spell, and a great ogre appears on the surface of the murderoid, like bellowing loudly, trying to distract it, trying to give it a new target to bite at. Correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Lafdul, your turn.
Amongst reading a scroll, I guess I'll have to shout down the speaking tube. It's like, are we stuck? Can you move? I just say, get us out of here if you can. All right, as I'm reading a scroll. I am casting Satiable Thirst on it from a wizard scroll.
Okay.
Maybe you'll get thirsty and leave us alone. I'm hoping it'll work. I got a flat 25% chance to fail, so
Yeah, I
or
just
whatever
need
it is
to-
for being reading it as a rogue.
Okay.
It's now going to try and drink the contents of Ockar.
Oh, this would be rather unfortunate if this
Braxon and
backfires on me.
Behemoth.
Because I have poisons on me if I run out of water.
Okay. High or low, please.
Lafdul's always had high odds.
Okay. All right.
And
The spell goes off successfully, and let's see if it makes a saving throw.
Yeah, probably, considering what it is. Then again, there is at least always a 5% guarantee that, you know.
Okay. You'll just have to observe its actions and see if it
Yeah.
if it's been affected in any way.
Yeah,
Braxon,
the caster level never matters, right?
Okay, yeah.
As for reading the scroll,
well, the
determination.
caster level is your level doesn't matter. The level of the spell matters.
Yeah, it was. Where is that? Insatiable, 10th level. So yeah. But I will write that off the scroll.
All right, Braxon.
Okay, Braxton's going to try and distract it while Ockar has an attempt to get off by stabbing at it.
Okay, using what?
Flaming sword.
Okay.
Because that seems to do the most damage.
That's a critical hit. You do score
Yay.
a deep cut into its the stone hide of this this great
Okay.
murderoid. Go ahead and roll
I'll
double damage dice.
I'll do the extra D12 separately.
Oh wow,
Oh wow.
that's a good way to start it off. No, my
Braxton
ship,
decided
my
to
ship.
burn all of his luck on those 2 rolls.
Speaking of Solas, what was that about luck?
I like the extra
and
damage.
jinxing things. It's like Solas is now the curse of Lafdul when Lafdul said
To
anything
be
about
fair,
never learning
Lafdul,
spells.
you did speak first.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you do score a long cut into the stony hide of this large asteroid. Solas, your turn.
I'm casting Recitation
Okay.
to give a better attack chance and saving throw chances for those around us.
Okay. What's the area of effect?
It's 30 feet radius, if I remember correctly.
Okay, so that would affect the catapults, not the ballista.
I will check the 60 feet radius.
Okay, then that will affect the ballistas.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And it will give +2 to attacks and saving throws.
Okay. Ockar, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna yell to Braxton. We need to get the hell off of here, and I'm going to run to hop on the Behemoth and take off.
Okay, give me a
Try to get
dexterity
back to the
check
ship.
because the ground is very slippery.
Okay. I'm gonna do something real quick right before I do that.
I'm actually curious. You said this was like a it bit at them. Did the mouth just like appear?
Basically, yeah. Like the rock basically like opens up into a crevasse and smashes closed, kind of thing.
Okay.
Okay.
And when
Now-
it's
I
when
was
it
picturing it kinda
closes, you see no seam. Like there's no obvious
Okay.
crack, kind of thing.
I think it can
Okay.
have mouths in any place it wants.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering and thinking.
There, take that $7.
All right, reroll for Ockar that he's immediately using.
Uh huh.
Slipping a 5 to GM.
Yeah. Going. I guess it's closer to the score is better, so I'm going with the 9.
Okay. So you launch yourself towards Bjolmolf. You slip and slide a little bit, but manage to keep your feet. But you are able to climb up back into the saddle, and I assume take off. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Flying for the ship to get to safety
Okay. Finn, your
because
turn.
I nearly died. And
Yep.
yeah, I yelled at Braxton to do his fly thing because I don't want him to die either.
Okay. Finn, your turn.
Well, Ockar, I hope this doesn't have any detrimental effects, but I'd already planned on doing it anyway. I'm casting Animal Growth on Beowulf.
Okay.
That should it disrupt anything?
You're going to be very small on that saddle if the saddle doesn't grow in size. Well, I assume it will.
Does the saddle grow in size? That's a good
Oh
question.
God!
Oh,
Then you might have killed me.
I was already thinking about that when
Then
when
you
that
might have
happened.
killed me.
Because it's not quite enlarged. It's not the same thing.
well, animal growth is, make the natural animal bigger.
Well,
Is it
I
permanent?
mean,
No, it's not.
No, it's temporary.
Quick question, Old.
Mhm.
Is transmute mud to rock and rock to mud something that you can decide when you cast the spell, or is it something that you have to decide beforehand?
You have to decide when you memorize it.
Okay, I was asking because I have a scroll, but it's sadly mud to rock, not rock to mud.
Yeah. All right. So it doesn't say anything about equipment changing size, but here is why I think that simple things that could cause a problem, like it doesn't say that things change size with it, but it also doesn't say that things don't change size with it. And here's my thinking on the matter. If you cast this on a creature with a collar, that could be a rules lawyery way to say, I'm strangling it. You know, the collar stays the same size, and I don't like that. I think that would be outside the bounds of the idea of the spell. So I'm going to say that the saddle does change size with Beowulf.
Thank
Good call.
goodness.
That'd also cause trouble with horseshoes, wouldn't it?
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Yeah, things like
horseshoes would just break
They just
off.
whip out.
All the
Rip-
barding
yeah.
would snap and...
Yeah. All right, so...
them snapping would damage the horse.
Ockar, do you have aerial-based riding?
I have normal riding.
Okay. Give me a check against that with a -2, because now the saddle beneath you is a lot bigger.
Maybe it's one of the newfound powers on Beowulf you weren't aware of that recently. Beowulf recently got.
Because I am terrified.
Wow.
Oh wait, I actually have a scroll at
Oh,
least
wait.
that just have a...
Did it not process the transaction? Oh, there we go.
well, at least you're honest.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so animal riding uses. Okay, so
And then
it
it'll be
would
a
be-
+2 to the roll, basically. +2
Yeah.
penalty.
Normally
No,
a +3
mine-
wisdom.
-2 penalty.
Right, but so you want to get under,
Yeah.
so a
Just make
-2
it
would make
harder.
you more likely that you get under.
Okay.
You can either apply a
And
-2
I
to the
have-
target
And I
or a
and I
+2
have
to
a-
the roll.
and I have a +3 to my target usually.
It's wisdom +3 is the default, so...
Right,
Yeah,
so
so-
it's whatever your wisdom is +3
so
is the
it
target.
goes from 19 to 17.
Sure. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. So I'm gonna use that reroll because I do not trust how this is gonna go.
Oh, I thought that
I'll
was good.
use the 8.
I thought that first one was going to be a 20 as well.
Like at least I'm up front about bribing the DM, giving him money that's gonna go to his new computer.
All right, so you find the saddle beneath you growing in size, and you have to rapidly reposition because now your legs don't stretch around to the side of Bjolmoth. You end up kind of having to ride side saddle now, and there's a bit of whoa almost falling off, but you manage to keep your place as Bjolmoth becomes twice as large, and basically everything about him is doubled. So he's his hit points are doubled, just straight out doubled. His hit dice are doubled with a commensurate change in Thaco. So he's going to become an 8-hit die creature, which means that his Thaco is going to be an 11.
Oh, that's great and all, but I'm not planning to stick around to test that.
Oh. That's fair. That's fair. And his damage is all double damage dice as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is it quadruple damage dice if he rolls critical with Bjolmoth?
Yeah. Okay. So, the creature is going to attack again. Let me see if it is distracted by the illusion or if it's going to go after Braxon.
Stabby person.
Okay. Yeah, it's going after Braxon.
Of course it is.
I mean, it might have had a 50-50 chance, so...
That's all right. Braxon wanted help. Ockar get off.
All right, Braxon, what is your armor class?
Hang on. Armor class is -1.
Okay. That is a
including
hit.
Your boots?
Sorry.
So does
I
that-
had it all
Alright.
worked out, so don't worry about it.
All right, so
I mean, how far away were you guys from the what is it? The wasp? Is that what it's called?
from the what?
Gosh, that's a throwback. Wasp.
Dragonfly?
Yeah,
What's the little ship
Our
that
ship
you
is
guys?
Dolphin.
Well, we have the dolphin, yes, but then we also have like a
The
little
dolphin
mini
shuttle.
No,
the
the
dolphin
shuttle.
shuttle.
I think he
flitter.
means. I think he means.
The
flitter.
flitter.
about
The
that.
flitter.
The
The
flitter.
flitter.
Thank you.
But they didn't use the flitter.
Oh, they
No.
didn't?
No, we
No.
flew
No,
over on our flying steeds.
Mounts.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
thought you guys used the flitter. Okay.
There was some
The
discussion
flitter.
about it, but they decided not to cause another spellcaster to lose all their spells for the day.
Yeah,
Ah.
Okkar's mount can fly with that saddle, and Braxon has the fly to fly.
All right,
Right.
Braxon, it does chomp on you for 23 points of damage,
23. Right.
and then it is going to chew on your ship some more.
Oh.
Okay. It only manages to get one successful bite, for 1 whole point of damage.
Is it actually latched on, or is it just scraping alongst it?
It's chewing.
So
It's not latched on,
held.
but it is chewing.
Yeah,
I was
what's
going to
the-
say during the earlier discussion, the flitter, or as the murderoid refers to it, the fritter.
Yeah.
Old.
Yes.
Lafdul said he wanted the helmsman to back off, but was that last
Yeah,
round?
No,
That would be
I
next
s-
round.
It starts
Yeah.
this round.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they're not in the initiative order.
But keep in mind that
Well, I said, are we held on? Can you get us
Okay.
out of here, basically?
so they would respond back that no, you can still move.
Okay.
All right, yeah, get us the hell out of here.
All right, Braxton, you get a second attack.
Yes, I do. Yes. I forgot about that. Right. Let's stabby. Should I use a reroll?
It's up to
I'm
you.
going to use a reroll.
Okay.
I'll roll once and then I'll roll again. Boom. Oh, hang on. That's the wrong line. Um,
That is a hit.
okay. So I do D12.
All right, 12 points of damage.
Right. And I now have.
Okay, so Ockar has already gotten off and is flying back. You can see that an ogre is just like hopping around, tromping around on the surface now, obviously trying to distract this thing as well.
Yeah.
But next
How
round
far away
initiative...
is?
Yeah, go ahead.
How far away is Braxon's fly?
If you want to run to, like, it would be your action to run to it
Right.
and get on and,
So
and take off, basically. That would be your action.
Okay. I'll be doing that then.
Okay, next round initiative, everyone.
How far away is Braxon from me?
Probably a few 100 feet, kind of thing.
Okay.
I didn't roll.
That's also like, oh, that didn't work. Try something else.
So the
Try shouting something.
whoever's on the helm, and I'm too lazy to actually go look that up, would be asking if Ockar and Braxon are back. So for Lafdul, for your turn, keep that in mind to respond, because...
Do you want me to roll 3 if I'm flying away?
Yeah.
Can I see Ockar and Braxon?
Yes.
All right.
What was that intelligence check for?
This is more of a theoretical question because I don't plan to do this right now. But what happens if you cast Enlarge on a creature affected by animal growth?
Usually spells do not work together. So if there's
Got
two
it.
magic that two effects that increase size, they wouldn't work. But reduce on animal growth would cancel.
Got it.
And enlarge on
I
a
do wanna...
animal that is shrunk with the reverse of animal growth would cancel that too.
If you don't mind me throwing in a suggestion there. There is one part of the Beowulf-Ockar combination that has not gotten bigger yet.
Oh, yeah.
That is a good point. You know what?
Yeah. Make it slightly easier for Ockar. That's a really good suggestion, Phil.
Problem is, I'm severely injured. I'm not going to combat with this thing until I get a chance to
You
heal
might
myself.
find it easier to ride, though.
True.
Besides, you can use lay on hands while flying about, or cast a
Can't-
spell.
Can I
Needless-
use the lay on
needless to
hands
say,
while I'm flying away?
I am dropping the illusion, but it does last for 2 plus 2d plus. Is it 2d4 or 1d4 rounds? Let me look at my head.
It lasts for a number of rounds. In other words, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone still need to roll initiative?
Yeah, I'm wondering what
2d6
exactly
rounds.
to do.
Yeah. So
I
2 plus
guess I
2d6
will-
rounds.
Sorry, I rolled intelligence instead of initiative.
Yeah, I was
Is that
asking
the
about
survival
that.
instincts kicking in or not?
I thought I'll double check.
I was like, was that Braxton deciding if he was going to escape or
That's
not?
like a Higgismus moment. I'll roll wisdom to see if I do something dumb.
I do like doing that sometimes.
How long have we been playing D&D?
7, 8 years, something like that.
Actually, it's closer to almost like 9 or 10 now.
When did it start?
No, it was
I thought we were
2016.
getting-
It was 2016.
2017.
Was it 2017?
I thought it
2017?
was like 2015, 2014.
No, it was 2017.
2017. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
So yeah, 8 years.
dear. We've all grown up.
I mean, you guys
Oh.
were like on season 3 when around the time I started streaming, which was 2017. So I don't know.
The first ones were pretty
Okay.
quick
Yeah.
That's fair.
because they were a lot lower level adventures and stuff like that. And to a certain extent, you guys had a lot fewer options available on what you could do. Which
We were also learning the mechanics, some of us.
Are you accusing us of procrastinating more?
I'm accusing you guys of having selection paralysis. Anyway, Solas, your turn.
Not wrong.
Is our ship actually doing anything?
The ship is not actually doing anything right now. No.
Is the weapons in a place that they can attack?
The ballistas are, but no one has ordered them to attack.
Yes, I'm casting prayer and ordering the weapons to attack the murderoid.
Okay.
No point in just standing by and letting it to just attack us without attacking back.
All right, Lankas, your turn.
Okay. I'm actually going to cast Enlarge on Ockar.
Okay.
So, yeah. Basically, cast level is 4? Yeah, 4. So, he gets 40% bigger.
Okay. So, Beowulf got twice as large. Ockar is not quite 50% larger. So there's still a big disparity. But keep in mind, Ockar, that will also affect missile weapons and stuff like that. So.
Okay. So that made my crossbow bigger, technically.
Yep.
I mean, it makes everything you carry bigger.
And while you are getting larger, your turn, Ockar.
Yeah, flying back to the ship and using lay on hands if I can.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that I would heal up about, let's see, I'm level 11, so that's 22 hit points.
Yep.
Nearly back to full.
Lafdul, your turn.
Lafdul shouts to the crew upon hearing Solas is like, "Oh yeah, attack the thing! Everyone attack the thing!" And yeah, basically unleash hell.
Okay, so next round, roll for the ship token that's right there as well.
I will respond to whoever was on the helm. I say Arca's almost on. Braxon's dilly-dallying about.
You can see that Braxon. You rolled to get to the fly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see that Braxon is making a dash for his fly. Ockar has just landed on the ship.
Yeah. Well, relaying that, I'm saying Arca's Braxton's a bit behind. Ockar. He's just landed. But my action was granted power chaos on it.
Okay.
Only it.
And things that are higher hit dice than you get saving throws, right?
Yes, saving throw. Yeah.
All right.
I think certain creatures without a certain intelligence don't get one.
All right.
Oh, I forgot. I hurt the thing on my second hit.
Yeah,
levels some more hit die than the creature would also get saving throws. Yeah.
What did I get the second time I hit it?
Back. You did I think 12 points of damage.
12 points damage, so I get +6.
Yep.
Woohoo!
All right.
Thanks.
So Braxon, you're making a dash for the fly.
Yeah.
Okay. Dexterity check with a -1 bonus because your boots are pretty good.
Okay.
These boots were made for walking.
And that's just what they'll do.
Actually, his boots are made for striding and springing.
So -1 in the situational modifier. Did that give me a minus bonus or a...
All right, so you leap to your feet, but the ground is still slick and slippery, and your feet just go out from under you, and you face plant onto the ground again.
Damn.
Wouldn't his reaction adjustment help?
No, high dexterity. You can't double up. That's basically doubling up bonuses.
That's fine.
Because you only get a reaction adjustment for high dexterity. All right, Finn, your turn.
Well, Finn's gonna see how this thing likes spicy food,
Okay.
and put a wall of fire between our ship and it, where it's trying to bite.
So there really isn't a way to put the wall of fire between your ship and it, because it is like solidly up against the ship right now.
So
And
there's no
biting
space.
away. Anything that would be close enough, like an attempt to put the wall of fire between it and the ship, would include your ship, so your ship would take damage.
well, why don't I just include it instead?
Yeah, I mean, you could just put it across a random portion of its body.
That sounds
You
good.
have flaming mohawk.
Sure.
Okay. Let's give it a saving throw. Okay. Does the wall of fire need to be anchored?
It only has to be cast so that it's vertical with respect to the caster.
Okay. Because I'm trying to think, like, it is both a creature and a surface. I don't think that the wall of fire could stick to it being a creature. And it did make its saving throw. So it's going to take 2d4 points of damage. And basically it's going to be in space. And now the Murderoid is going to be pushing on your ship to get away from the fire. The heat.
You said 2d4?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oof.
I mean, it's 2 points more than nothing.
As they say, some is better than nothing.
Finn was in the area of my prayer, so +1.
Oh yeah, so that'll be 3.
Actually, thinking about it, given the size of this thing, it can push against us all at once. It may still not be out of the range.
Yes,
Maybe.
Wall of Fire is pretty big spell if you are high level.
But
Well,
it is...
not only that, but it's also very big and would take that much time to pass through it.
Well, so basically the wall of fire basically appears off of its surface because it made a saving throw. It made its saving throw, so it's not like on it. If it was on it, the wall of fire would be in a fixed position, and it could still move away from it, but it, like, the wall of fire is essentially like slightly off its surface. Alright, but now it is its turn. Let's see if it decides to attack Braxon or the ogre.
I'm guessing it's making its saves against all the things I'm doing against it.
Seems so.
Sad face.
It is. Keep in mind, higher hit die thing.
Oh yeah.
And it is.
I know I've got an incredibly low chance of
multi
pulling it
hundreds
off.
of feet long. All right, it is attacking the ogre. Let's see if it hits. And it
Kind of what I want.
does. And you see the ogre illusion basically shatter, but that does mean that it's not attacking you, Braxon.
Yay!
And it attacks the ship. And those are hits.
Well, I got your 1 attack at least.
Yep. Thank you.
But I doubt it'll be falling for that again.
I wonder what meld into stone would do.
I mean, you can always try it.
You would be.
You become the murderoid.
Always try it. All right. 3 whole points of damage from 1 attack, and
Right.
You just force it to consume a potion of gaseous form.
-3.
4 whole points from the other.
No.
Are we at half yet?
Not yet, no.
How
Well,
far off?
49 of 70.
Oh, 35's a half.
Okay. Next round
Yeah.
initiative.
Oh, Lafdul's like, How's Braxon?
Braxon slipped and fell. I'm not gonna. You can get up and move again this round. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not treating it as a full prone fall.
Well, I was wondering if crawling would be better.
No, I just like +3 move to get on the fly again is perfectly fine for this situation.
Okay. Right. Okay. Let's
Actually, I will change my initiative modifier.
Oh, it was almost 10.
There's a part of me wants to cast telekinesis on this thing. I can communicate with it.
You mean telepathy?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, telepathy.
I mean, you could try.
I'm not. But it'd be an unwilling creature. It would get saved.
So my plan is I'm gonna pour some oil fight conquering onto my sword and get ready to engage this thing. If Braxton still can't get off.
Okay.
So I'm looking at someone.
shame
I
no
am on
one's
the-
got.
I am
Sam,
on the
no.
ship if anybody wants to throw some healing my way.
No, busy.
So
You're
I
not
put the
next to me.
suggestion There.
You're not next to me. Healing spells are touch based.
I am
True.
very. You can cast.
Yeah,
spells
with
yourself, don't you?
Beowulf being double size, you would have definitely landed up on the Dolphin Shuttle's deck because that is the
Fair.
biggest open space.
I am gonna use my wonder on it. Sure. I
Okay.
can't think right now. I can't remember what the initiative is for the wonder. I got wand power, which is 2.
Wands are usually 3.
Well, isn't that convenient? I'll be level now. Adjust it. I don't have a handout for this, so.
Yeah, it's usually 3. Unless it says otherwise, it's usually 3.
Yeah, I know my wand negation is +1, so it says
Yeah.
that there.
All right, anyone still need to roll? Did you roll for the ship?
No.
Okay.
What
plus
play? Lafdul. Where's the battle dolphin, isn't it?
You should be able to have people.
There is
Firing
token,
arrows.
token here.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I did that.
Arrows are not going to have any effect on the stone hide.
Okay.
Oh, well, then
But
rolling for my
ballista
sling was
would-
kind of pointless.
Well, the crew arrows, I'll put it that way.
I'll see if that adds me to the initiative order. Oh, it does. 18. That's the
Okay.
first roll.
Then again, I have nothing better to do, so I might as well just throw rocks at it.
All right,
Yeah.
everyone rolled?
Uh,
Okay.
Hopefully, yeah.
Ockar, your
Hold on
turn.
a second. Doesn't change the order anyway.
Okay, I will pour a dose of the oil of high conquering onto my sword.
All right, let's see. Do.
Ceramic jar with a rich purple oil inside.
Yep.
This would have been my second dose I've used.
All right. So that gives you a +2 bonus to hit with that sword. 24
Okay.
hours.
What was it? Plus what?
+2 to
Plus
hit.
two.
To hit.
+2 to hit.
Yeah.
For 24
I'm
hours.
making the notes on the potions and stuff that we learn the effects of them.
All right, Braxon, your turn.
Another dex check, is it?
Yes.
Another -1.
Yep. -1 bonus.
I'm hoping it's doing the -1s right. Oh, a success.
Oh man, just barely again.
just on the nose.
All right, so
I mean, is
you
Is it-
pull yourself to your feet, and with a lot more slipping and sliding, you do make it to the fly and crawl on it and give it the immediate command to fly away.
Yeah.
So next round, you'll be back on the ship.
Okay.
All right, Solas, your turn.
Well, good thing you get out, but that made my round be basically pointless since I was going to try and dispel the grease or slipperiness on the surface of the creature.
I mean, you
with
can still do
dispel
that.
magic. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Give me a dispel magic check, please.
Yeah. Just a moment. Oh, that's a terrible roll.
Oh. You can tell the grease is still kind of glistening there, so you can tell that it has not been dispelled.
How I always roll low when I'm trying to dispel something.
All right, Lankas, your turn.
I sling a rock at it.
All right, give me an attack roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Probably not.
Yeah, it just
Roll for it,
it just like deflects off the hide. All right, Finn, your turn.
All right, I'm firing a flame arrow at it.
Okay.
Thaco
Thaco,
14.
that is going to be a miss. Basically the same kind of thing. It just deflects and...
Plus 3 from the prayer and recitation to hit.
Oh, okay, then that will be a hit.
Oh, okay.
And plus 1 to damage. Same was for Lankas, but I don't think it would have helped.
No. No.
So an extra +1.
I wasn't expecting to do much anyway. I did my tricks that I had prepared.
Okay, 6 points of damage. Okay. Lafdul had changed his order. All right, Lafdul.
Yeah, I rolled 11 for Lafdul, but the ship token didn't roll, so I added that in. That's why Lafdul appeared as 18 originally.
Okay, I didn't see that. So your
And
turn.
I added to roll again to get it on the initiative roller. But yeah, I'm using my Wand of Wonder away from Braxon, but at the creature. Ideally
Okay.
away from the ship. So I'm just hoping I get something useful.
All right, let's see what happens. I should have gotten the list up, and I did not. All right.
I need to get this wand to re-identified at some point.
What, the Wand of Wonder?
Yeah, I know it's running low in charges about now.
Oh, you mean to figure out the charges?
Hmm.
I mean, you use it as long as it has charges.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
When it runs out, and then
Oh yeah, that's the thing. You don't just have the wand still. It disintegrates when it uses up.
it depends on
usually.
the wand.
So
But
It
I don't think
either
Wand of-
loses its magic or it disintegrates.
I don't think
it should
Wand of
become
Wonder is-
apparent when.
Is it not
I
possible
don't
to
think-
recharge wands?
It is possible to
Some.
recharge some wands, but there still need to be charges in it in order to do so.
And
Can
I
be
don't think Wand of
extinguished.
Wonders is one that you can recharge.
A wish might work, but that's a wish.
Yeah, at that point you might as well wish a new wand.
Okay.
Be careful
the
with those
senti-
wishes.
The
So.
sentimental value.
So, Lafdul, your luck allows you, the player, to choose one of these, one of 3 options. Some sort of wind, some sort of gas, or make the creature not able to see you.
But just you.
I'm guessing the wind would not help Braxon. The gas is probably not going to affect it. Make myself invisible is probably not going to be useful either, so I'll just go with the gas.
Okay.
I've got no idea.
What sort of gas you going for?
It's probably like
he gets
sneaking
what
cloud
kind
or
of gas
something.
it is. I'm being vague rather than being explicit.
Okay, so you can't say explosive gas and then
Correct.
fire
Yeah,
flaming
correct.
arrows at it.
All right, a sickly green cloud appears, not quite at the surface of the creature.
Oh. Well.
Good news though, you guys are sharing air envelopes though.
Oh, oops.
Other good news, this thing is
minor
really
details.
big and has a really big air envelope. Not a big deal.
Oh yeah, that's what How would stinking cat? It just fouls the air. You don't get the effect of a
No, you get
stinking
the
cloud,
effect. It just also fouls the air.
Oh right, that's an additional property.
It gives the effect for the area.
Oh,
But yeah, it still has the effect.
Wind
It's
wasn't going to do much. Make myself invisible wasn't going to do much.
That's
I mean,
the
you
wand
don't
of wonder.
Yeah. So
All
I
right.
went with what I could hope for.
So the asteroid has lost all of its groundly targets, so now it is biting the ship 3 times.
No,
Is the ship? What did they speak back to me?
he asked it to back off and it didn't back off.
He asked him to back it off, and they're like, are Braxon and Ockar back? Ockar's back. Braxon isn't back. If they know that, like, if you want to continue to say back off anyway, go ahead. But they're like, they're basically like, we don't want to leave the captain behind when the captain, like, your ship can move way faster than Braxon can. If the ship backs off, Braxon is left. Period.
Yeah, but if we leave
Period.
the helmsman, yeah.
Period. Like,
Let's just.
so.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Braxon got away, so he can get back this round, and we can try to escape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our
Okay,
ship
so
should be able to attack it.
what's the damage?
All right. So, it does manage to chew on your ship twice for 2 hull points and 3 hull points. So a total of 5.
Right, I'd already done the 2, so I'm just doing the 3.
Okay.
Okay, so we're down to 44.
Okay. No, not down to half yet.
No.
Yeah, the half's the worrying part.
Okay, now it is the ship's turn. Your catapults cannot attack, but the 3 ballista can.
I'll just roll 3d10 20.
Up to you guys. I would recommend that you guys decide always who is going to use what weapons in the future, so you always know.
Yeah, but I will roll now.
Go for it.
Oh, okay. I'm not rolling ship weapon anymore. Even though they get the +3, I don't think they will hit.
No. All 3 of those ballista bolts just ricochet off the stone hide of this thing.
Damn.
All right. Next round initiative.
I guess I got to roll 3
Yes.
to land on the ship.
Yes, because if you land on the ship before the ship has an opportunity to move, then on the ship's turn, it can move and get away, or try to get away.
Is there any way to assist Braxon at all?
You could
If you had a haste
You
roll
could-
or
grappling
something.
hook.
you can ask the ship to delay, which will add +1 to its initiative.
Well, it's +11 in any case.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, unless it rolls like abysmal.
Well, I've already rolled anyway, so you might not need to.
Blade initiative. Where's the token? There.
What is that?
I love seeing on the bottom of the screen Lafdul turning into the ship.
Yeah, it's because I'm selecting the blade token, so it updates on the right token.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, it's just funny.
I will try something.
That's the point. Loire probably would have been in the helm room or something, back up Helmsman or something.
That's fine. Is he not on the map?
He's not. I don't know where he is, if he is.
He might not be on the map.
I assume with Ingrifa not doing anything as well, I assume the apprentices were doing something. That's why I haven't explicitly given them
Elven
orders.
making sure that nobody gets eaten by the big flying planet.
Lafdul's going to throw a grappling hook, hopefully in Braxton's direction?
No, short of something that
Or-
increases his speed, there's not much that you can do to
Alright,
get him to the ship faster.
You're throwing grappling hook at Braxon.
Yeah, it's just something for him
could
to
have
grab.
resulted in knocking Braxon off the fly.
You can
You
like
just shoot him.
you can tell the ship to hold, and that will be a delay action, and would get a +1 to its initiative.
Yeah, I probably would. I will just. Where's Ockar? Can I see Ockar? He said he needed healing.
I'm on the ship. I'm gonna heal myself right now.
How far away are you? Probably too far away. All
I'm
right,
on
I will
the top
just.
deck of the ship.
Yeah.
So you rolled a 1d10 +0 for the dolphin.
Oh, that's plus. Why is that?
So
I
that should be
thought
+13. So it should be a 15.
Oh,
I don't.
Yeah. I'm changing that to 15.
Okay. I don't know why it was even in there at 10.
I just did player initiative. I didn't use the hashtag.
Oh,
I
the
did-
2
yeah.
went to you.
Oh. Alright, yeah, no, mine's not done. I was stuck trying to figure out what to do. I will cast Battle Fate on someone.
Alright. Anyone else still need to roll initiative?
Yeah, I just need to click my token. Where's my token? There. After. I think it's 3, it might be 4. Oh, why is it not done it? Was this you wanted to send your turn tracker, I think. I clicked on my thing. Maybe because I had the box to write on the thing. That's probably why I didn't allow it.
I don't know.
Changed it to
Alright.
9. Oh, it should be 10. Oh well. I'm last anyway. How that?
Alright, I'll make you 10. Alright. Ockar, your turn.
Plus 4.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast Cure Light Wounds on myself. So that's like a D8.
Yep.
And I'm assuming we're getting out of here since Braxton got off the thing. So I'm waiting. I only prepared in case I had to go fight the thing.
Okay, so 7 points healed. Okay. Lankas, your turn. Are you muted? Did you step away? Lankas?
Lankas.
Type something if we're not hearing you. In case your microphone died.
I think we lost our dome.
All right.
Last time he just rolled for a sling, but I don't know what he did.
Well, we'll come back to him. Braxon.
Okay, Braxton's gonna try and land on the ship.
Okay.
What's that? A dex check?
Nope. The ship is not moving, so you're able to land just fine. Okay, so now the ship can move away. Finn, your turn.
Well, after being a little disappointed by the fire arrow, he's going to try a +2 arrow.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. Probably internet issue because he just dropped out.
Uh-huh. Makes
Okay, yeah.
sense.
And it's +3 to hit from your spell, Solas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, +2 from recitation and +1 from prayer.
Yeah, it's probably not enough. With a THAC of 14.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to be a miss. Okay, so he cast Blur on himself. Okay. That's what Lankas did. Hopefully his internet will be back pretty soon. All right, so Finn, your arrow ricochets off the stony hide of the creature. Solas, your turn.
I'm experimenting. I did find a scroll I have with transmute rock to mud, and so I'm casting transmute rock to mud to the area that it's using for its mouth to chew on our ship.
Okay, give me a second.
It's 11th level mage scroll.
All right, so no chance of failure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I did not know that you had this, so I did not look up what the effects are. Hold on a second.
Either nothing or it's going to kill it.
Well,
won't kill
no,
it.
there could be a lot of different effects.
It doesn't affect that big of an area.
Right.
I mean, this thing is hundreds of feet wide,
Yeah.
and the transmute rock to mud would, I'd say, affect only one mouth, or possibly two.
Okay. Okay. Doesn't actually say, but there are some similar spells, so let's give it a saving throw. All right.
The spell effect is 120 feet cube per level.
So you see the hard rocky surface of a wide portion of the asteroid.
Gave it a weak spot.
Yeah, so it gets soft. It will not have armor class 0, and this is a pretty considerable area. And it looks like it cannot form mouths under you for this
Nice.
duration.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Lafdul, your turn.
He was casting Battlefit on Braxon because he wasn't sure if Braxon was going to make it back in time. And
Okay.
Who knows what was going to happen to him. So you can roll Battlefit if you really want.
What does Battle Fate do?
Just roll a d6 and you should have a handout for.
Yeah, I do somewhere.
The chance of a boost to armor class, attack rolls,
Save.
or saving throws, basically.
Oh, lucky opening. Extra attack, enhanced accuracy or damage, but you're not attacking.
Nope.
No.
All right. So, your ballistas have attacked, so they're being reloaded.
Oh, side note.
Yeah.
I would have shouted down Braxon's on the ship, get us out of here.
Okay. So the ship does begin to move. The transmuted area appears to also be causing the murderoid to be rather sluggish. Like it you would guess that it has a similar effect to like partial paralysis. Like, you know, if your leg is asleep or paralyzed and you can't move your leg, you know, it makes it really hard to walk. you can hobble around, but it's difficult to do
Now
so.
dead weight.
Yeah, so it's like dead weight.
It's the spell remains in effect until either dispel magic or reverse is cast on the area.
Yeah, that's not
and
going to apply in this case.
Yeah.
So, given that, it looks like your vessel will be able to easily outmaneuver it and get away from it.
Try shooting it to oblivion.
I think we should shoot the muddy bit.
I mean, if it can't catch us, we can just shoot it.
Yeah,
This thing is hostile to anything and everything.
yeah.
It should not exist.
And think about the
I'm
bragging
fine with
rights.
that.
All right, so
I also have my sword in hand, so if it catches up to us, I can fly out and stab it.
Who's our most capable spellcaster that has? Because I've used spells. All of us have all used spells, I think. So it'll be down to NPCs at most,
Sanfayun.
basically. And that will give us lot +1.
On the following round, Solas will head to the damaged area to see if he can cast Mending on there.
okay. So if you decide to spend some time, like, firing all your weapons at it,
Yeah.
you will do significant damage to it. It will be running as best as it can to, a denser part of the asteroid field to lose you, and you'll probably run out of ammunition before you can actually kill it.
Yeah.
Well, making it run away in fear is also a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's what you want to do?
If we
Yeah.
chase it off the area, then we can search the wreckages or put them to rest if we've chased it off.
Oh no, the wreckage stayed with it.
Yeah, the wreckage was an illusion.
No, the wreckage actually was
Oh.
not an illusion.
It's a
Okay.
decoration for a trophy for them.
Well, you don't know anything about that. But it was like on it.
It's
So-
presumably eaten anyone that was in the wreckage.
Yeah. I'm going to assume that anybody that was there is dead.
Yeah, well, it'd
But
be nice
Solas
to
makes
know.
a note about the effectiveness of transmute rock to mud.
Question: with the rock to mud, could we, if we're good enough to stay away from it, could we get close enough for people to fire arrows into the mud?
No, because if you got close enough for like normal spells and small weapons fire or even melee weapons, then it's close enough to reposition and start attacking you with mouths again.
Okay.
Yeah, that means I have to next 5th level spell that I'm learning for Solas is going to be transmuting rock to mud.
We could potentially hunt this thing now that we know it exists once we've repaired and recuperated. Obviously, it will as well, but at least we'll know what we're coming into.
Well, if we encounter it again, perhaps, but I don't think we have time to hunt it.
Yeah,
spend a lot.
you need multiple ships basically to you would conclude that you need multiple ships to take one of these things out because it's so big. You'd need sustained weapons fire from ships, or like completely fill your cargo hold up with ammunition for your catapults and ballistas.
Yeah.
And multiple casters to cast transmute rock to mud.
I mean, that helps, but the big thing is just,
Yeah.
He means to damage it.
the best bet that you could do at this point is chase it off, injure it. It'll take a while to recover. So.
Yeah, I do have 2 mendings memorized to fix our ship if possible.
Okay. Yep. You can go ahead and do that.
I have 1 shipwood.
I am 11th level, so I get the 1 guaranteed, but I think there's a small chance for a second.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
10%.
Mm-hmm.
So 2d10, 2d 100, please.
Nope.
Okay. So
But
2
it's
hull
the 2
points
guaranteed.
restored from mending.
I think my shape would requires Braxon or another carpenter to
Two.
at least have the stuff in place before I
Let
can
me-
cast it.
I think we got it. Let me double check.
This is basically after you've run off the murder
Yeah.
road.
Yeah, so you can just roll it.
Well, I got
Since
10%.
I would think we would
chance.
try to fix while we are moving.
Yeah, I
Oh,
get to.
We're rolling initiative again.
No.
We're
This is
healing
to
the
fix
ship.
the ship.
I use the
Okay.
shape wood that uses 2 hull points of wood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'll probably go over and heal Ockar.
Thank you.
You're serious? I don't know what you're down.
I'm at like 40.
That should be enough.
Yeah, that's more than enough to put me to full.
At least I think it's 2d8 plus 2 for Cure Serious. Don't actually know. It shouldn't matter about combat. Likelihood of us getting into combat again. Cure Serious wins. It is 2d8 plus 1, so 1 less. 10.
All right, Diamond Worm is saying that he got a notification that there's a service outage for his area. So I'm going to see if he has any ability to do a backup. Daikami's already asked him, actually. Given that will be 2 people that were down, we'll probably, if it does not come back in the next hour, we'll probably end at the break. End early.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, sorry. I do have wood. How many hull points did you want to do?
2.
9.
2. All right. Okay, we're down to 8 hull points of wood. I think we're buying some wood.
And the main reason that I want to do that is that you guys are going to have some role-playing opportunities coming up, and
Yeah.
I would prefer everyone available for that. So,
That sounds good.
Well, he's trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's reconnected.
Yeah, he said that he can join the call most.
Okay, I'm in the call. I just need to figure out how to get Roll20 somewhere.
okay.
Take it you're on your phone.
If you have a USB to connect your phone to the computer, you should be able to use your that connection to give the computer the internet.
Yeah, depending on your service provider in the US, you oftentimes need to pay extra for that ability.
Yeah, true.
Uh-huh.
Depending on the bandwidth.
That's but yeah,
I think someone else can roll for you at a push.
Yeah. You guys are going to be getting to series pretty soon. You've run off the murderoid now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That will end up having used up a lot of your ammunition, so you'll probably want to spend some money to replenish ammunition when you get to series.
Yeah.
Solas will during the trip heal Braxon to full.
Oh, thank you.
I had more healing spells. I'd like cure serious, cure critical, several cure moderates and lights.
Well, chances are you're going to be at series for a few days.
So you just max.
So yeah, I mean you'll have the opportunity because you're only a few hours away from series at this point anyway.
Okay.
Braxon's only down 17.
Only.
Okay.
At least we survived and we didn't die, so that's always a plus.
Yeah.
May not be honourable, but.
So there we go. Let me go ahead.
I mean, think about all the crew that would have died with us.
If we weren't having to focus on the crew, I probably would have tried to do the stand-up fight.
I mean, you saw how much damage it could deal
in a single round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
And unless you've got
Hey.
healers that can do cure critical and heal on you, you're not surviving
But
very
hey,
long.
on the positive side, we now know we can now spread out information about the murderoid and also spread out information about that to any mage or cleric that might have access to the spell that transmute rock to mud is pretty effective.
Yeah,
Mm.
this is definitely the kind
Elemental earth spells.
of thing that there's a company back on Brawl called Xenotermination, and the kind of things that they specialize in is taking out creatures like this. So there's a pretty good chance that a bounty will be put out on it. Xenotermination will send some ships out here and take care of it. Possible other organizations might as well, but
And they might be interested in knowing if they haven't already that transmute rock to mud works quite well.
Yeah. All right.
So we did good.
And for at least a few rounds after we get away, Beowulf can play fetch with Ockar.
Mm-hmm.
8 foot sized. Is that 8 foot? It's huge.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, he's twice as big now.
You think about a regular sized horse, and it's double that, and that's Beowulf.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a size of a room horse.
Yeah,
or
no, he's giant
direwolf.
sized. Like giants would actually be like, it's a small pupper there. All right.
That's amusing to think about.
So, a few hours, about 8 hours will pass, and you approach Ceres. It's a pretty good-sized asteroid, kind of kidney bean shaped. So there's like this little saddle bit in the middle, and there's a good-sized lake there.
Lafdul disbelieves series. It could be another murder, right?
Okay. What's your saving throw versus spell?
Like 9 or something. Actually, no, it's 11 plus 4 for mind affecting.
All right. You wholeheartedly believe that Ceres is there. It's a pretty Ceres situation.
I seriously was going to be believing that Aravan would have influenced me somehow.
Right. So it's a pretty rocky. Brawl. The colors of Brawl are. Actually, let's do to front. There we go.
Is it Brawl like verdant?
It's not exactly verdant, but the underside certainly is. Ceres is not that. It's pretty rocky. You can see some patches of green, but even more so than Brawl, this is a place that clearly depends on farming asteroids nearby. And you can see that there are a few within sight distance, around it in the grinder. So the town itself basically stretches between the edge, where some dock facilities are for ships like yours, and the lake. And as you approach, so again, it's kind of kidney bean shaped. The lake is in the saddle part, so you got two kind of like hills on either side of it, on the top, and on the taller one, you can see a large manor of some kind that looks grown. It's very plant-like. The walls appear to be like vines and leaves and everything like that as you're coming in. And like the windows appear like flowers. It's a gorgeous structure. and you can see a very verdant garden area of pretty considerable size around it, surrounded by some sort of hedge-like wall. But approaching the docks, you're guided in with some signalers into one of the berths, and a human from the docking guild comes aboard to assess your ship, find out if you're carrying anything that needs to be taxed, and says that the docking fee will be 98 gold pieces per day for your ship.
Solas will mention to the dockmaster that, or the person official who came to it, we encountered a murderoid just a few hours from here.
That's going to be a serious navigational hazard.
We did manage to drive it off.
So that was about 8 hours away.
Yes, I would say about 8 hours ago.
You'll want to go report that into the local shippers guild. They'll be very interested to get any information that you have. He gives you some quick instructions on how to get there to report such a hazard. And have you paid the 98 gold?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So
I would also inquire the.
Hold on. So since you're not carrying any goods for trade, there's no taxes on that or anything like that. But he does give you a quick rundown on some of the local shops and things like that. But he seems pretty busy, and he's then off before you can ask him any other questions.
Pity. Well, he did give us the direction to the officials that we need to report about the murderoid, so I would suggest that we head there first.
Are we staying here for a little while or what? Because we got repairs to do and stuff, and I'm wondering about
I think we are here
crew.
for a few days at least.
We need to meet with
Lady Bethia.
We need to meet with Lady Bethia, so I need to at least do some looking in to figure out who she is.
She was a Rhaegar, wasn't she?
Yeah.
I would guess that the mansion up there is going to be hers, but that's just me.
That's certainly possible, but we don't exactly know yet.
So normally I would say it's either going to take us ages to repair the ship, or we got to pay for repairs. But I guess if you can do those spells, we could just buy wood.
Yeah, I can.
You can come back every day and cast the spells, if that's allowed.
I assume we're still sleeping on the ship or something, and yeah. Well, I don't know where we're sleeping, but yeah. No, I can do like 5 a day. I don't know how many Finn can do if he's doing any.
I think this is good opportunity to give a crew some shore leave.
Yeah, probably. That's what I was wondering about.
Is that one second or third level? I can't remember.
Third.
Then I can do 5 a day as well. Nope, 4 a day.
Okay.
I can only do one more because of my ring, so normally I would only have 4.
No, I didn't have the other 2 whole points on. I took them off the wood, but we're on 48 now.
The mending spell doesn't use wood.
Oh, right.
It's just shaped wood.
Lafdul's one did, yeah.
Yeah, mending uses the bits that are there.
Okay, there's only so
you
much.
Mend first, with that, then you shape wood.
Well, you've already done a shape wood, so I don't know whether that counts.
Yeah, that's why you did the mending first. Generally, we always do mending first.
Yeah, and you can only do make 1 mending attempt per actual hit, regardless of how much damage it dealt.
I didn't count the hits.
Yeah, there's only but it also needs to be done pretty quick because, like, even if you aren't repairing the whole points worth of damage, there's some immediate maintenance done on any hit after you're out, because you don't want, like, it may just be something like a quick patch so that someone doesn't fall out of a hole, or to reinforce things there, and that basically gets to a point where mending is no longer available.
Also, the bits and pieces that you would need from the broken bits to use are most likely lost.
Yeah, so at this point, you can't really do any more mending spells.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, you said we had to do our spell component thing here as well, didn't you?
Yes.
Apart from Loire.
And
Yeah,
Lankas
because-
Lankas won't need to either.
Oh, did he go up a spell level? Or...
He did before, and that's when he needed it. But that'll cover
Alright,
until
fair enough.
through the end of the next adventure segment.
90 gold for me. Pain in the ass. Oh well.
All right,
Yeah,
so you guys
it's
want to go
pretty
report
expensive.
the hazard and get some information about the town?
Mhm.
Yeah, let's go do that.
Okay.
And Solas will also mention about the effectiveness of the transmute rock to mud.
Yeah.
Braxon's going to try his best to describe the ship that crashed on the Murderoid.
You're pretty sure it was a tradesman or something similar to that.
Could he read the name when he landed?
No.
Okay.
Because by the time when you landed, it still looked like everything was covered in plants, and then after that, when you realized it was all an illusion, you were a little bit preoccupied with not dying, and it wasn't a complete ship. It was like the stern section.
You could. That might be something Finn could do if you would opt for it, if someone to ask him.
No, don't. It's flavor. Don't go looking for the ship name. Come on, guys.
I didn't know.
It was
If
pretty
it-
obvious.
I will
yeah,
oftentimes call things, like, try to call things out as significant when they are actually going to be relevant to things. Like, if this was a ship that that had some element, like, tie into Lankas' backstory or Darrakar's backstory or one of your guys' backstories or something like that, or lead to more adventures, I'd be like, I'd describe it in a way that it feels more significant.
And would have most likely given the name.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily. You might need to work on that, but
Yeah.
I will always try to make something stand out a little bit if it's something that you should be.
I did feel like
noticing.
it's.
Also, I asked the question, and Ord said I couldn't see it. So he just said, "Oh, you caught a name."
Yeah.
And it turns out it's the ship owned by the missing son of the guy that owns the asteroid or whatever.
All right. So, who is going to actually
Solas will go.
There you go. All right.
Yeah, are we all going as a group or?
Braxon would have
I
gone because
I don't-
Yeah,
I don't know if
Braxon
everyone
as
needs to
captain
come.
should definitely go.
Mhm.
I probably would have split off to see what I could learn about this lady Bethia, like asking around.
So the Shippers Guild is going to have some basic information about the town. So you might you could ask about things like that
Yeah,
if you want to know
I'll
about
probably do that.
stores, if you want to know about taverns, if you want to know about local goings on. They'll be able to help you because
Yeah.
that's going to be the first stop for any cargo hauler coming into port kind of thing.
I'll look into that then.
All right. So it sounds like everyone kind of wants to go. Is there anyone not going? Okay. So it sounds like everyone's going. All right. So you go to the local Shippers Guild, and it's kind of busy. You're getting the impression that the Ceres is a growing town, as opposed to a fairly well-established city like Brawl. But it's growing fast. And you're definitely getting the impression that like half the people in town are permanent residents, and another half are transients, like sailors looking for a new ship to get on board. People just trying to eke out a living. They were, passengers, and now they're trying to get more money to get passage somewhere else. That kind of thing. Ships, people, captains and crew of vessels that need repairs and are going to be here for weeks while they're repaired. Things like that. So it's a bit busy, but you do finally, wait for an opening and are able to talk to one of the administrators. You share the news about the murderoid, and you can see the person writing a quick note to put a bounty out on the murderoid.
Yeah, we
and
would say
then
that we drove it off.
Yeah. You share the relevant information. That's fine. And then the administrator says, "Thank you for that information. As you're new here, is there anything we can help you with finding?"
Yeah,
Ockar, go first.
there's
Do you know any? Can you tell us about a lady Bethia?
Oh, you're looking for the Rhaegar, yes. Yes, Lady Bethia and Lord Starnell are a pair of Rhaegars who took up residence here some years back. Their manse is I'm sure you saw it on when you were docking. It's that great plant-looking building up on the hill. They don't know much about them, but they seem to be obsessed with plants and breeding a variety of plants. It has fortuitously allowed us to get some plots going with some strange new crops that have strong benefits for feeding the populace here. It will take a lot more to get more of this rock turned into green, but it is a progress that they're I'd say inadvertently helping with, but we benefit from it.
I see. Do you know of any way that we could, like, arrange to meet with the lady?
They're a fairly fickle pair, but best I could say is go up to the gates and ask for an audience. You'll find one of their servants, one of those warrior women up there, always at the gate.
Warrior women, you say?
Yeah,
we
the
met
green hair.
we met some before
Yeah, you've met some before.
Okay.
when
The
there's that
green-
big fight
green-haired-
with everyone.
Basically, like green-haired Amazon women.
Okay.
That was where everyone was
When we went
frozen in
to-
time.
Panopus Space or whatever it was called.
Yep.
In that
Yeah.
case, are there any experts here on like locations in the grinder that we could ask if we want to know about any place in specific?
You could stop by one of the temples. Starstrider's Hall, or the Hold of the Maker. Those are the temples to Celestian and Ptah. They might have some information.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got to go to the Temple of Ptah.
You could try the Gilded Barter House of Zilkus, but I'm not sure that they'd have much information there. They're a merchant power, so they'd know
Okay,
more
fair
about
enough.
ports than other things.
That is rather fair. Okay. Can any of you think of anything?
Well, Braxon needs to go to the Temple of Ptah.
Well,
So
he
you wanna
means,
go
he means
to-
things that you could ask this administrator.
Oh, sorry.
Solas asks the location of the Seeker's contact. He was given letters and parcels to deliver here.
Yes, there's a small seeker's office. He gives you a quick directions to that.
Thank you very much.
Did I have a place that sells ammunition for ships, weapons, and wood?
Oh yes, we have a good stock of shops, and he gives you a quick rundown on all the shops that the big shops that you could
Is there an
need.
arcane around here?
There's an arcane sometimes. Your best bet is to meet with one of their
Rastipedes.
Rastipede associates. If it is a big purchase that you're interested in, they will make arrangements for an arcane to stop by with the delivery of whatever you wish, or if you have
I see.
inquiries, they can schedule a time for them to visit. But we're not quite large enough to have an arcane dealer here on at all times. So there's definitely plenty of places that you can get like ship's provisions, ship supplies, spare weapons, ammunition, things like that. And then there's some personal, shops that sell personal items as well. Weapons, armor, other sundries.
We should also ask him if he's got any intel on what's that place called?
You mean Darkstar?
Darkstar, yeah.
Well, it's there's legends about that. It's a dark place, place to avoid. Undead up there, that's said. Ships go in and they're never seen again. That sort of thing. Beyond the rumors and legends, I don't know. I don't personally know anything.
Okay. Thanks.
Like you're definitely getting the impression of a mixture of Bermuda Triangle type thing and just like a place where undead are.
Last thing, was there water on Ceres?
Yeah, there's a lake.
Is that a lake where ships can land?
Yeah, but because of the port facilities on the side, their ships don't usually land there unless they specifically need to be like watertight testing kind of thing.
Okay. Is it permitted for people to swim in that lake?
Put it this way, there's no rules against it.
Okay. Well, Braxon wants to test a suit of armor at one point.
Okay.
And he doesn't want to swim in there if it's like drinking water.
It is, but ships also land there.
Okay, fair enough.
What's one Braxon gonna do to a giant lake?
Well, I don't know what that suit of armor is going to do if I put the suit of armor on.
It surrounds you with a cloud of foul corruption.
It might do.
To be fair, most reservoirs are also active, like,
swimming holes.
Yeah.
Yeah, some even have fish and stuff like that. But they also do water treatment in the modern era. They don't do here.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think you'd would think.
That's why
people.
That's why people used to drink beer.
Yeah.
Because you'd brew up things like beer, and the process gets rid of all the bad things that would make you die.
But the beer people drank was quite low.
Well, also you just water down the water with a little bit of alcohol to kill off anything in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Solas, once we've asked the relevant questions, Solas will tell the party members that he will visit the Seekers and suggest that we meet we meet in a tavern at the evening.
Oh, okay.
He's also going to be buying spell components.
Yeah, I've got to. I got to go meet with the people in Batar. I've got some letters to deliver.
Okay. So everyone can do any personal errands that they want. But are there things that you want to do in furtherance of goals first?
Yeah. So Ockar, do you want people to go with you to meet these Rygar?
Well,
Or do you feel like you've got to do it on your own?
So Darrakar would definitely be going with you because he
Darrakar-
also would want to.
I was planning on taking Darrakar along with me, but otherwise, I don't mind.
Solas is interested in meeting the Rhaegar and finding out what kind of fantastic knowledge they might have, but he also has the
Like I plan on
things he
going.
need to do.
Like I plan on going there, like right now.
Well, Braxon want to come. Why
Well,
don't you?
I'm just going to say 2 words. Finn plants.
Have fun with your plants.
No, I think he means that he wants to come because plants.
Oh, right.
Am I correct?
Yes.
I was thinking that you would have gone like in the movie. One word: plastics.
I mean, like, everyone can go. You definitely got the impression that you wouldn't immediately be let in, though. So.
Yeah.
I was going to basically go and make a request at the front gate.
Yeah.
And see where that gets me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you go ahead and walk up there. From the landing, when you came into port, the distance looked deceptively small. You realize that this manor is actually like a mile outside of the town proper. This asteroid is a lot larger than Brawl, but because like you're mostly walking through just plain gray and brown rock as you're going up there. There is a road, a path, a walk, like a paved or magically created path up there. But for the most part, like the series is just bare rock. As you get close to the manor, though, more and more plants can be seen. Some of them fairly familiar. Nothing too large until you're like right at the almost at the gates. It definitely looks like things are just kind of slowly spreading away from the manor. But there's a mixture of like Finn especially will be noticing this, a mixture of some common-ish plants and then some things that you've never seen before, like a flower growing by the side that looks like a mixture of a dandelion and a rose, for example. So you're definitely getting the impression that there is some major hybridization going on behind the tall hedge-like walls. The gate itself is made. It's clearly grown. It's a kind of a standard barred gate, but the bars, quote unquote, are all wood. They're all straight branches with small leaves growing off of them, but it's not like branches that have been bound together, glued together, or anything like that. They're all alive and grown in this gate pattern. And as you approach, a tall, green-haired warrior woman covered in tattoos steps out, and her green hair is in a wildly outlandish style that you've never seen before. She steps out and crosses her arms before you and says, "What is your business with my lord and lady?"
Good day. My name is Ockar Steinbjornson. I am a paladin of Tyr from the Rock of Brawl. I have come seeking your lady to ask on the advice of I think it was a stellar dragon or a radiant dragon.
Stellar.
Of a stellar dragon that said that he would be able to help me in my holy quest.
Darrakar would then speak up and ask about the Labyrinth of Keftos as well. Does anyone else have anything that they want to ask? Or are they letting Ockar and Darrakar take point on that?
Just letting them take point.
Braxon might pipe up and say, you might want to tell him your quest is to do with the Dark Star.
Yes, I seek to travel to the Dark Star to face the evil there and reclaim a holy relic.
I will pass your messages along. If she deigns to speak with you, you'd have introduced yourself, like your ship and stuff like that. That's fine.
Yeah.
She says, if my lady or lord deigns to speak with you, they will send a message to your vessel down at the docks. Be patient. If you do not hear from anyone within a week, you can assume that is she has declined to meet with you.
Of course. Thank you for taking our message. That's all I ask.
Okay. She would have given her name as Climbing Echidna, by the way.
Okay.
And you make your way back down to the town. People can go their separate ways to do things. Solas, you'll find that the local Seekers office is very small. They have a tiny selection of books right now, and there's just 2 Seekers here. But they're planning to grow larger, like hoping that this will become the main Seekers location throughout the sphere. No, Climbing Echidna, as in the creature.
Okay. Sorry.
Not the mother of monsters.
No.
From Greek mythology.
No. The spiny anteater. So you deliver your letters and parcels.
Yeah, and would also tell what news I have and about the encounter with Murderoid and such.
Okay. They would definitely be interested in anything you have to share. If you ask about the Dark Star, they're not going to have anything beyond the rumors that you've already heard.
I would ask about the 2 Rhaegar, what they know about them.
Again, other like what they seem to be creating plants. Beyond that, they don't know anything about them.
Okay.
They're very, very mysterious.
Mm-hmm.
They will tell you that they have heard that the Lockshoe servants of the Rhaegar do periodically inquire with any vessels that come in about any strange outsphere plants that they have, or plants from strange worlds, or anything like that. Just kind of like generally looking to purchase unusual flora.
Oh, that reminds me. Solas actually has some strange and unusual flora that they might be interested in.
Yeah.
Well, seeds.
And keep that in mind. You do get
I
a
did
meeting
pick
with
some.
them.
I did pick some from the weird metallic planet we went to on the Phlogiston.
All right.
Solas, while he's there, he's also telling the seekers that the company is planning on a trip to Darkstar. So if we return here, you will be the first one to hear the report about the place.
They emphasize that if.
Yeah. But Solas admires their ambition to grow the Seeker's post here to be the most important Seeker's post. So, and donates 200 gold pieces for their effort.
Oh, they're very appreciative of that.
Solas just says that it is what my deity would want.
Okay. Braxon, you head to the Temple of Ptah.
Yep.
Okay. After going through your normal, prayers and things like that, is there and you had some things to deliver to them?
Yeah, there were some letters
Okay.
that he was going to get paid 30 gold pieces for.
Okay. Well, then you get paid the 30 gold pieces for that
And he'll give him back the 30 gold pieces.
as a donation.
Donation.
All right.
Yeah.
They thank you for that. Was there anything that you wanted to ask them, like see if they had any information about anything?
Yeah, he'll ask them if they know anything about the murderoid, which they obviously don't because it's just flavor. And he'll ask them if they know anything about, if they've heard anything about the Dark Star. So we're on a quest to attack the Dark Star.
They will first thank you for sharing the information about the hazard. They will, like, you get the impression that they're going to consider putting a bounty out on it.
Right.
Because that would be a danger to, any priests of Ptah who want to go and proselytize and spread the faith and things like that. They don't know much about the Dark Star beyond what you've heard.
Okay.
But they do have a story of an old barge of Ptah from hundreds of years ago that was said to have stumbled into its area, escaping some pirates or something like that. And definitely did encounter some undead. So if you're going there, their recommendation is to outfit yourself with any holy items that you can, silver weapons, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Not knowing what your personal capabilities are.
Is there anything in that sort of vein that they'd be able to sell us?
They could definitely sell you some holy water.
Okay. Do they know of anything that could help us destroy the murderoid?
Other than sustained fire from multiple ships, not really.
Right. Yeah, as I was thinking, we kind of need some sort of magical item that can eat away at it.
Anything like that would be something that you'd have to discover on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anything like that would be something that you can't just buy.
Well, no, but he wasn't asking about buying it. I didn't get the impression, but like something that you could seek out. But that's very much in the vein of that is something that you would need to discover and use, as opposed to just go talk to someone and be like, oh yeah, you just need to go get this item, find this item, and use it, and you'll win.
I'm wondering if I could get hold of some Infinity Vine and throw it at it.
They would suspect that it would eat it.
Yeah, it might eat it. I guess it would.
On the bright side, if it eats it, the thing is infinite, based on the name.
It's not truly infinite. It's just extremely fast-growing kudzu.
Yeah.
That sounds like false advertising to me.
Good thing it's not advertising. Okay. Anyone else have anything that they wanted to do?
I guess Braxon would do some praying and stuff at his temple.
I think
Ockar,
Yeah.
wasn't
Not that I
your
can think
ring...
of.
Oh, yeah, the Ring of Macabre.
Isn't it from the sphere? I'm wondering if there are any priests of his faith here. You can ask about it.
Oh, yeah, I think I'll go and see if
It
I can.
seems unusual or rare, that item.
Yeah, I'll see if there is like a Church of Ptah here to ask about this ring.
Bakab. There is no
Bakab.
Church of Bakab. The only full temples are Celestian, Ptah, and Zilkus. You could go ask at Celestian or Zilkus. Those are both local deities.
Yeah, I'll stop by Zilkus.
Okay. So they'd be vaguely familiar with it. They'd indicate that it's a pretty powerful object. The original means to create them were said to have been created by Bakab himself, but they can't really give you any more details than that.
Okay. That's fair enough. That's more than I expected to get anyway.
Yeah, they've definitely heard of it. Heard of them. They'd be like, you've been blessed by Bakab to have gotten one. Is kind of their point of view on it.
That's fair.
So you guys are going to have at least a few days to wait. Since Diamond Worm's internet connection is iffy, and Darrakar is out, Cape Sword is out, I think we will be ending a little bit early, but I did want to see if you guys wanted to distribute items.
We can do. People have put their interests in, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put my
Can
interest
I-
down already. Can't access the sheet, but I can at least.
Can I get
Yeah,
Can I get Braxton to go swimming in that suit of armor before we?
Sure. You don't notice any effects from the armor, having the armor on.
can you fight as well underwater? Try that.
Not while wearing the armor, no.
Doesn't look
Solas would, if possible, buy plenty of holy water from the temples.
All right, hold off on that. Let's because you're gonna have a week to think about this, and you'll have multiple in-game days to consider things. So I'd like to get the items taken care of.
Do they have any greater perils here for sale?
They will, but again, you can ask me about individual non-big deal things you can ask me about in between games.
I think I only have interested in potions, so
Just give
I
me an
think I
item that
only
you're
make it.
starting with, and we'll start at the top of the list.
There's a Barbutte helm that's just Braxon.
Okay. So
Yeah,
no one
so
else
I
was
love-
interested in that one?
Ockar wanted the armor. I thought it was fitting for Braxton to have it, considering he lost his last one, and he kind of liked that helmet.
That's fine.
I would have if I could use it.
You could, you just can't use your arcane spells.
Right. While I'm in 10, I'd get supplies to repair the armor.
Okay, we'll focus
all
on
the
that.
straps and everything.
Focus on that stuff later.
I think Ald wants us to focus on dishing out items.
I want to focus on this and then wrap it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the helmet. That's that. Braxon
That's
is the only
going
one.
to Braxton.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will go ahead and make that note.
I've got spells and magic that can help me underwater, and he doesn't, so there's no point.
That's fine.
Well, I mean, there is, but it's more useful for him than it is for me.
Okay. All right. Next item.
Plate armor. Someone's already written Ockar down.
Yeah, he rolled off
He was the
for
only one
you,
with
and
interest, so.
Yeah, we already rolled for that one.
Yeah, I think I already moved that.
Mm-hmm.
So
the
next.
one, Bearded Axe. Darrakar was the only one that put interest in for that.
Okay.
So
Then
just assume he gets it.
yep.
Or
Then that will go to Darrakar.
Deeds of Mail, not rusted, no distinction feature. No one's put interest in for that.
If no one wants it, then it's for sale.
Yeah, it's either for sale or further identification if we really want to nitpick it.
Yeah, but no one has put interested in, so
I
why
mean-
would
Okay,
we
let's move
further
on to the next
invest?
item then.
Yeah, move. Yeah, that's what I mean.
I
Move
mean,
on.
I'd put interest in it, but not for me, but for my cohort.
Yeah. So if you those of you with henchmen, you need to express interest for it to go to them. Like,
Oh, then I'm gonna mark it.
okay.
Yeah, that's why I put interest for the longsword, but that's it. He can't use regular mail, he can only use elven mail.
Okay, so then you do want to take that for Ingritha?
Yeah, and I'm putting interest in longsword for as well for her. Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me a second.
Lafdul was going to get that sword.
It's not for me, it's for my apprentice because he doesn't have a weapon, that was all.
I know.
Okay, so the longsword, gold-hilted longsword, etc., etc.
Yeah,
That's
it's
next.
both of our apprentices have put down interest for it.
All right, so go ahead and give me a d20 for each of you.
Yeah,
I've no idea if it's high or low.
it's high.
Yeah, we're usually going high.
Alright, oh, you got it then. Loire got a magical weapon.
All right, let's see.
Lafdul's
Yeah,
like,
one six.
hey, Loire, you might be able to hit something.
Then I'll put
And-
focus on the broad-bladed sword to get her, since it's like. It's
Yeah,
similar enough to-
you'd get familiarity with for a broadsword.
Yeah, then you'll put down like familiar. So you'll go for the familiarity.
No one else
Okay,
has put an
let's
interest
see.
in.
Is
so-
that the next item?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
the broad-bladed sword with silver quillons.
and no one else has expressed interest?
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I am...
so that will go to Ingritha.
The thin elven blade, I think we're going to do further identification because Lafdul only wants it as +3.
Okay,
I have 2+2 short swords, so...
Can't your
He doesn't have the dex
apprentice.
dual wield.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
We can get through the others.
And he doesn't have the proficiencies. He'd be like level 10 before he would be
Darrakar-
relevant.
Darrakar wants the human-sized banded armor.
did anyone else
I don't
express
think-
interest in that?
Nobody else.
Okay,
Does it fit Darrakar?
It
does
doesn't
not.
fit him, but he wants to potentially trade it for something his size or something.
Okay.
I think was.
Yeah,
his
he
reasoning.
said he wanted to like research it or something.
yep, that's fine.
Yeah, he's saying in Twitch chat that he wanted that. So
Okay. Ball round shield.
No interest in that.
no, because it looks evil, even though it's not. It's probably
Yeah,
just a religious
the
thing.
white rotting hand is why I.
Can we
don't
make
even want that
inquiries
for
to any of
Ingritha.
the temples?
Oh my god! White rotted hand. Is it a
Yeah,
mummified hand?
No, it's rotting,
okay.
not mummified. There's a difference.
Okay.
Yeah, but
We-
even
we-
if it's a-
Sure,
if-
sure. I will say that you ask around, and you will learn that that is an orcish symbol. What exactly
Okay.
beyond that, you don't know, but it's orcish.
That's better than what I thought that was connected to, because I thought
I thought it was Vecna or something,
I thought
or one
it
of the
was-
Drow
I
ones. I
thought that
can't
was
remember.
I thought that was like a Vecna cultist like relic.
Yeah, no.
What was the undead Drow god? I'm sure
It's-
she had an
let's
undead
let's
hand
move
or
on.
something.
You can ask me
Yeah,
about
let's
these
move on.
things
Let's
later.
move on.
It's orcish, so
Fire
it's-
breath. Potion of fire breath. Souls and
That's-
me both wanted it.
Yeah.
So we'll roll off.
Mm-hmm.
Braxon didn't want it.
No. They all said I'm not allowed to have fire.
Because you kill the party half the time.
I mean, Braxon, just because they say you're not allowed to, doesn't mean that you're blocked from putting down interest.
That's
yeah,
true.
just don't use it anywhere near us.
That's true.
All
That's
right, so
true.
Ockar gets that.
Yeah.
Okay.
My bad rolls I continue.
I already had one, so potion of fire breath. So.
Okay. Next up.
Lafdul is the only one who wants the triangular shield.
It was a medium shield, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I put an interest down for that.
Okay, so you're the only one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you get it.
Elixir of Health between me and Solas again.
Mhm.
Okay.
He gets it.
All right. Solas gets it this time.
Yes, finally I won something.
Platinum ring set with a black faceted jet stone. Allows the wearer to withstand heat and flame. Lankas, Ockar, but I'm doing it for Ingritha and Solas.
Do you
So-
need me to roll for you, Lankas?
You're muted if you are saying something.
Yeah, you are muted.
How strong are people's interest in that ring?
I mean, I mainly wanted to keep the cohort alive in case of rain of
Yeah,
fire.
Okay.
that's fine.
I am
I-
typing up the roll.
Oh, you're in. Okay.
Yeah, I can. It's jank, but I can do it on my phone. Fun fact: they actually did do functionality for doing it through your phone a little bit.
Solas gets the
I
ring.
thought you had to pay for it.
Yep. Solas
on
gets the
Roll20.
ring.
Oh, so it's
I mean, I do the premium subscription to it, so
Yeah. Protection against unnatural aging necklace. Braxon, Finn, Lankas, and Solas.
It
All of
wouldn't
you
be
roll.
fair if Lafdul put any interest in that.
You're an elf.
Yeah, I know the outrage
You're
from
gonna,
all the
you're gonna
shortlist
outlive
people.
all of us when it comes to natural aging.
Does me get ghost aged like 100 years.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna pass on this one. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't really need it.
Gnomes live to like 400, don't they?
That's but it's unnatural aging. Remember?
We're rolling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled.
I'll pass on that.
Okay. Lankas is
Damn,
passing.
If
Solas-
other people want it.
Solas has got a
Uh,
+2 to cheat.
Yeah, the luck.
Yeah, Solas gets the
Something.
necklace.
Solas gets a +2, but he still fails like half the time.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
So that
Solas is
goes
happy.
to Solas.
Potion of double duration. Lankas.
We rolled. We
yeah,
rolled
we already
that.
decided that
We
one.
rolled
took it.
that already.
Suit of male size for a human with silver wires. Braxton is the only one who wants that, so he gets it.
Okay.
Light crossbow with sailwood stock. Darrakar is the only one who put interest, so he gets it.
Hang on.
I do need a moment to make my notes, so don't go too
Sorry.
fast.
Sorry.
And the players need some time to do it as well. So
Mm-hmm.
Right.
so Braxton, you get that mail armor. Darrakar gets the
Okay.
crossbow.
People can do this after the game, copy it to the sheet.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
making a note in the document of who gets it, and then going back and
Yeah,
and
that's being
copying
done.
and pasting.
So-
Being done.
Yeah.
The obsidian beetle that's probably a scarab of protection. Everyone except for Darrakar, Finn, and myself put down interest. Lafdul only wants it if it works with his non-detection necklace.
I would have to test to see if it works with it or not. But the point is, if I win it, but I find that I can't use it, I will offer it up to the next highest roll if I remember who rolls, if I end up winning.
So,
Or you could just
roll-
trade it later. So
Hold on, yeah.
give me rolls.
Oh dear, I got a 6.
Not me. Oh, look, Solas.
Solas is
Oh,
rolling
actually-
most
Solas gets it again.
Wow.
Just to say one thing that at this point, since I got the ring that protects against heat and flame, Solas is gifting his ring of armoring to Lankas.
Oh, okay. Can
It's
you
a-
make a note of that in Discord?
Yeah,
So
I will.
can do that.
I will make a note, and that the effect is basically that it improves any spell that gives you armor class.
Let's see.
Oh, that's actually useful.
Potion of cold resistance. Lafdul, myself, and Solas. So the three of us roll off.
Since I got the ring and I've gotten a few others, I'm taking mine off from this.
Oh, Ockar got it.
All right, Ockar got it.
Okay.
Then there's priest scrolls. First scroll with 5 spells: chill metal, animate dead, hold animal, flame strike, and transmute water to dust at 12th level. Unsurprisingly, all the priests have an interest in that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Just how it is. Whoever gets it gets, I guess.
Uh,
Not me.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
look,
put my-
Solas got it again.
I'm gonna put my interest in there too and try the roll. Because why not? I can cast free spells.
Yeah, the second
Use
scroll.
priest scrolls, can you?
I could, I think.
You can't use pre-scrolls yet, but you wanted to.
I want to go into cleric eventually,
yeah.
so yes.
We'll get more priest
I
scrolls.
roll. Sure, I'll let Souls take it, even though I
And,
rolled 17.
Also, if once you get the cleric, there might be a situation where, for example, me or Lafdul or Finn just gives you scrolls that they have.
But I
some
will
of them.
roll off with you for the Dust Devil scroll.
Oh, yeah.
I
Sure.
will say with that second scroll before you guys roll.
Mhm.
Both the scrolls were in one box, and then it got split into two boxes. So I don't know.
Yeah, they
don't
are
know- I
separate
don't-
scrolls.
They're
I
separate
know.
scrolls.
I don't know if Finn or Lafdul realised that when they only took the first box.
No, I was the one who pointed that out.
Right.
Does either of you have interest in scroll with one spell that is Dust Devil at the 9th
No.
level?
I have a lot of
about you,
scrolls
Finn?
already.
Finn? Finn, any interest in that one?
No.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
So Solas and
Yeah.
Ockar?
I rolled a
I'm-
9, so let's.
I'm
I want to see what
giving
you
you.
roll. I want to see what you roll.
Okay, but I'm giving this one to Ockar.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
And as I said, I will give the Ring of Armoring to
Just an
Lankas so
FYI.
that his armor giving
Shield.
spells are a bit better.
Yeah. I suggest
When
you
you
give him the details later because he's not on the
Yeah.
internet
Yeah.
properly.
I'm
When
going
you
to give him the copy.
Mm-hmm.
when
Alright,
you
Lafdul,
start
what do you
casting
say?
spells as a priest, you are going to be a first level priest, so you've got that many levels above to fail.
I know, but it's I like to
I'm
have
just saying-
something to look forward to, being able to eventually mess with potentially.
Yeah.
Question, by the way. Were scrolls and potions out? They weren't counted for Paladin's magic item
No, they don't.
limits.
They get
Okay,
10.
good.
Oh, wait. They
Yeah.
don't count?
They don't count towards my magic item limits. Otherwise, I'd be
Yeah.
in big trouble because I have a million potions and scrolls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and the
I
reason
just wanted to
reason
make
that
sure.
I don't count that is because forcing a paladin to choose between a scroll of protection from fire or a ring of the ram is silly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's really silly.
Yeah.
A potion of
Potions-
healing or a helm of underwater action, that's silly. So
What's even sillier is if you wanted to drink a healing potion and you've got to give your magic sword away so you can buy it.
well, you wouldn't have to do that. It would fall under the miscellaneous magic items because there's X number of weapons,
Mhm.
X number of armor, X miscellaneous.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's the better option that consumables like scrolls and potions don't count to miscellaneous. Since there's plenty of other miscellaneous like rings and amulets.
Okay, so we are going to end the game a little bit early. This will give you guys time to think about what you want to do here in port. You got a few days at least of waiting. She did say up to 7 days, so you can
Question
keep that in mind. Yes.
Is there XP or are you saving XP for next week?
Yeah, there will be XP. I just wanted to get through that. Think about what you might want to do to prepare for a place full of undead. I don't that's what everyone says. They're not wrong.
Well, not necessarily. Yeah.
I mean, there
Or
might
even
be other
negative
things. There
energy.
might be other conditions. There might be non-undead there too. But yeah, you're definitely going to be facing some undead. So
I will see.
be
I will
prepared
make
for that.
a point of reference. It's not for this session, it'll be for next session, but I will see if any of the temples have any scrolls for sale.
Okay.
Protection from evil,
Yeah, things like that. If
negative
you
flame
want to look
protection.
for like actual
The
spell
classic
scrolls,
stuff.
definitely let me know during the week. If you want to ask around for special items, magical or non-magical, let me know during the week so that I can generate, like if I need to roll to see if they're there, I can do that. I can
Or
write
even
them
if
down,
they
things
can
like that. So
create them. If we say we're staying here for a week, like, give some time to
they're
make them
not
as well.
going to have time to create things like that in a week, no.
Yeah.
And it takes us like a day per spell level.
Yeah, but you have to have the ingredients on hand, and if they have the ingredients on hand, they
assuming.
would have already made it.
Mhm.
All right, fair enough.
Mhm.
Like
Maybe they didn't
ingredients-
have.
ingredients have something called a shelf life.
Many of them, yes.
Yeah,
Many
fair
of
enough.
them.
Yeah.
Make a good argument.
Okay.
I guess Braxon would ask at his temple if there's anything he can do to get hold of something or buy something or win something that works against undead.
I mean, they did say holy water and silver weapons.
Right. Okay.
Can I can I buy is it possible to buy silver bullets for my sling?
Yes,
Yes,
it's just a
Yeah.
formed lump of silver.
I do have few myself.
We have a crucible of smelting as well. So if you just buy the raw silver, you just smelt it and just pour it into an ingot mold.
Like, yeah, but you'd need to have the mold and stuff like that. I mean,
Oh, that's not too hard to come across.
it's
You'd
also
have
not
to
going to
buy
be
it.
that much cheaper. But yeah, if you want to do it, that's fine. All right.
Future-proof thing.
So let's see. All right. So Braxon and Ockar. That is going to be 2,000 experience points.
Yay.
Finn, Lafdul, and Lankas. Actually, Finn and Lafdul, that'll be 1,500 experience points. Lankas, improved Phantasmal Forces, 2nd level?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. So that'll be 1,600 experience point, 1,500 experience points, and 100 for your Illusionist. And for Solas,
I'm running this down.
1,600 experience
I
points.
couldn't put on this
Yeah,
there.
you can put it in later. Totally understandable.
1600, you said.
Do our apprentices still get half? Or do they
Yes,
not
so
count this?
750 for Loire and Ingrid.
I wasn't sure if it's an automatic thing or if I should mention it per session.
So I got 2,000. So Ingritha gets 1,000.
No. You mention it if I don't say anything until they reach the appropriate level, because they get half of the base, not half of what you get. They would
what would be the
also
base
get like if Loire does a spell that furthers ethos, he will get individual experience points. If Ingritha does fights something directly, she will get individual experience points. Since they're not player characters, I do have a tendency to forget that they get experience points. So
Yeah,
if
that's why
I don't
like,
mention them, definitely ask what they get.
Okay. So what did Ingritha get?
750.
Okay.
Yeah, because she stayed in the room.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
she didn't
Loire
stay
was in the
she-
helms room. He was.
She was protected.
Another 3,000, and she will get to level 5, and then she will stop leveling for a while.
Loire only needs 900 for level 4. He's almost been a level a session so far. Because the high XP encounters.
Yep. All right, but when we come back next time, we will see what Lady Bethia may have to say to you guys if she decides to respond to your inquiries, and then you can prepare for your trip. So
That's good.
I want to thank you guys for playing. Sorry for the earlier end. Just sometimes the reality gets in the way.
Thanks for running the game at all. I'm always
Yeah,
thankful for that
it's always-
every week it happens.
Thanks.
Yeah, it is a nice distraction.
You're welcome.
I'm sure it's
Thanks.
cathartic for you to
Yeah.
kill us as well.
Sorry,
Oh yeah.
sorry, my ISP is garbage.
Hey, it's not your fault. No need to apologize.
Thanks for the
To be
half
fair-
game.
To be
Oh,
fair,
you
there's a
would
rainstorm right now, so I
there.
assume I'm gonna do that.
everybody.
See you next time,
Thanks for the
everyone.
Game.
Take care,
Bye.
everyone.